Let's be honest with each other for a moment. You didn't click on this video because you were searching for a dry history lesson or an academic dissertation. You are here because within the first few seconds of scrolling, your brain was hijacked. Those flawless figures dancing across your screen, the ethereal glow of polished skin, and those hauntingly beautiful gazes, they are not accidental. They are an injection. A high-potency dose of dopamine delivered straight to your neural pathways. You aren't here to learn, you are here to be satisfied by a visual narcotic. And do you know what? That is exactly how the system was designed to function. From the legendary winged angels of Victoria's Secret to the unattainable aristocratic elegance of Chanel. From the sun-drenched golden goddesses of Dior to the sharp, provocative allure of Gucci, these women are not merely fashion icons. They are the most sophisticated, most highly trained, and deadliest consumer woman weapons ever deployed in the history of the modern world. Today, we are pulling back the velvet curtain. We are going to deconstruct the desire engineering that powers million-dollar runway shows and flawless social media feeds. If you are ready to see how your mind was turned into a marketplace and how your deepest instincts were reduced to a data set, let us begin. Victoria's Secret did not conquer the global market simply by selling lace and silk. They conquered the human psyche by selling an industrial strength illusion. Those iconic, towering wings you see on the runway were never just accessories. They were psychological anchors. They were hooks designed to snag the subconscious mind and pull it into a state of hypnotic trance. Long ago, neuromarketing pioneers discovered a terrifying biological vulnerability. The human brain effectively shuts down its capacity for critical thought when confronted with hyper-perfection. When you watch these angels gliding through a blizzard of glitter and strobe lights, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic, budgeting, and long-term planning, goes dark. In its place, the limbic system takes over. This is the realm of pure, unadulterated desire. Victoria's Secret utilized female beauty not as a celebration of aesthetics, but as a psychological operation. By presenting these women as celestial beings, brands aren't just selling you a product, they are selling you a profound sense of inadequacy. Think about the mechanics of this trap. The longer you stare at a beauty you can never touch, a physique you can never replicate, and a lifestyle you can never afford, the deeper your internal void becomes. The system whispers a subtle, poisonous lie. You cannot possess this woman, but you can buy the fragrance she wears. You cannot look like her, but you can own the silk she wraps around her body. This is the commodification of the unreachable. Just as the value of a rare diamond is derived from its scarcity, the value of these models is derived from their absolute unreachability. You are being conditioned to crave the ghost in the machine. But the empire of desire extends far beyond the pink runways of the past. Look at the other titans of the luxury infantry. The cold, unattainable grace of Chanel, the radiant sun god imagery of Dior, the dark, rebellious opulence of Gucci. These brands have successfully transformed female beauty into the ultimate status symbol. In this world, the perception of beauty is no longer about art. It is a consumption mandate. The system has meticulously seeded the consumer woman archetype into every corner of our digital lives. When you see a Chanel ambassador standing in a Parisian penthouse, you aren't just looking at a dress. You are looking at a carefully constructed map of class, power, and dominance. These brands understand a fundamental truth about human nature. Men want to possess this beauty, while women are conditioned to want to become it. The result is a closed-loop economic engine that never stops turning. By weaponizing beauty, these brands create a social hierarchy where you are always at the bottom looking up. Every time you watch these videos, you are engraving the codes of this ideal life into your subconscious. The woman on your screen is an emissary of the system. She is there to dictate how you should smell, what you should value, and how you should express your own desirability. But this education has a steep price. The tuition is paid in endless consumption, fragmented attention, and a life spent chasing a shadow that moves faster than you can run. In the world of modern psychology, this phenomenon is known as supernormal stimuli. It refers to an exaggerated version of a stimulus that the brain finds more attractive than the real thing. Skin that is smoother than anything found in nature, body proportions that defy biology, and lighting that mimics the divine. These are not images. They are visual opium. We have entered an era where people no longer watch to understand the world, they watch to go numb. While you feel that surge of satisfaction, giant algorithms are vibrating beneath the surface of the interface. They are tracking the micro movements of your pupils. They know exactly which model made you linger, which eye color triggered a spike in your heart rate, and at which frame you paused to take a closer look. This isn't just entertainment. It is a global data mining operation designed to map the geography of your soul. By fixing your attention on these perfect women, the system effectively detaches you from the friction of reality. The messy, complex problems of the real-world economic instability, personal growth, real-world relationships start to appear gray, dull, and unappealing compared to the vibrant, high-contrast world of the runway. While you fall in love with a digital phantom, the system has already monetized your loneliness. It has turned your most primal instincts into a profitable subscription model. Why does the system work so hard to maintain these impossible standards? Because a satisfied person is a bad consumer. If you were content with your reality, if you found beauty in the imperfections of the people around you, the empire of desire would collapse overnight. Perfection is the ultimate product because it can never be truly achieved. It creates a permanent state of hunger. This is the loneliness economy. By elevating these models to the status of modern deities, the system drives a wedge between you and the real world. It makes real women seem lesser and real men feel unworthy. It isolates you in a dark room with a glowing screen where the only thing that understands your desires is an algorithm. This isolation makes you vulnerable. An isolated person is more likely to buy things they don't need, to impress people they don't like, all to feel a temporary connection to the perfect world they see on their screen. We are being conditioned to believe that intimacy can be purchased and that the void in our souls can be filled with a luxury logo. As we move further into this decade, the mask is beginning to slip. We are seeing the transition from human models to digital entities, ghosts, in the machine that possess even more perfection than the supermodels of the 90 seconds. They don't eat, they don't sleep, and they never age. They are the final evolution of the consumer woman. They are the ultimate weapon because they are entirely made of the very code that tracks you. The system no longer needs a human being to trigger your dopamine. It only needs a sequence of pixels orchestrated by an invisible hand. We are being steered toward a future where our most intimate connections are mediated by these digital ghosts. But ask yourself, if the beauty is fake, is the desire real? If the partner is a code, is the love just a glitch in your own biology? The deeper we sink into this digital paradise, the further we drift from the messy, beautiful reality of being human. So, where does the game end? Have you had your dose for today? In a few moments, this video will conclude. The screen will go dark, and for a split second, you will see your own reflection in the dark glass. You will return from that glittering, perfumed, high-fashion world to the silence of your own room. Tomorrow, the system will be waiting for you. It will present a newer angel, a more prestigious brand, and a face that is even more perfect than the one you saw today. It will do everything in its power to make you feel inadequate, unfinished, and hungry. It wants you to stay in the golden cage, staring at the unreachable and reaching for your wallet to bridge the gap. But remember this, real beauty is the only thing the system cannot package, barcode, and sell back to you. They offer you beauty as a product because they want to steal your peace. They want your attention because it is the most valuable currency in the modern world. At Intrigues History, we will not stop. We will continue to chase this glittering darkness. We will continue to deconstruct the golden cage that manages your desires. We will keep showing you the wires behind the illusion and the algorithms behind the gaze. Before you take your next dose, before you click the next perfect thumbnail, ask yourself, is what you are watching a human being, or is she a specter built from your own vulnerabilities? The biggest secret is not in the clothes she wears or the way she walks. The biggest secret is hidden in the reason why you clicked. It is hidden in the hunger the system created within you. Free your mind. Seek the friction of the real world. Seek the beauty in the scars, the flaws, and the unpredictable nature of reality. Because reality, with all its imperfections, is far more seductive than the most perfect lie. Stay tuned, because the empire is vast, but the truth is even more powerful. The story is only beginning.